In Aristotle's Nicomachean Ethics, Book 7, we are introduced to 8 character types: the brute, the wicked, the unrestrained, the soft, the insensible, the restrained, the temperate, and the heroic. Here's the list from worst to first. The brute: subhuman behavior of raw cruelty, someone operating completely outside the bounds of human normalcy. The wicked: whose moral judgments are corrupted. They choose bad actions thinking that they're actually good and right things to do when they're just not. The unself-restrained: these are weak-willed people lacking self-control. See, he knows he should be studying, but he's overtaken by the temptation to play video games. The weak or soft: they have a good plan but quit too soon in the face of physical discomfort or stress. This is not a prudent hiker who knows his limits and is being safe. He sought the peak, and he should have made it, but he didn't. The insensible: who has walled himself off from proper, healthy human experiences. Maybe he feels he is too good to enjoy music, or too good to go to the movies, or maybe he just doesn't want to risk the effort required for friendship. It's safer to pretend not to care. The self-restrained: this executive is being tempted, really considering some unethical conduct. Maybe it's insider trading, maybe it's just sending a nasty email, but good thing she has the sense and the self-control needed to make good choices. The temperate: his desires naturally align with good judgment. Maybe they didn't always, but now he genuinely enjoys making healthy, moderate, moral choices without any inner struggle. The heroic: she not only enjoys doing the right thing, but she does so quickly and gracefully, even in dangerous or confusing situations. And these are not fixed categories. You can find me acting in most of these 8 ways pretty much every single day. Let's take a closer look now at those 9 stages of the human act. The brute: this person does not sense the real world, does not understand real-world threats. This person is a danger to himself and others. He should be treated medically if possible and constrained if necessary. The wicked: this person feels no remorse because his rational powers have been corrupted. He cannot, therefore, according to Aristotle, be reasoned with. Only time and appropriate punishments have a chance of retraining his mind. The unself-restrained: too much desire for immediate gratification, or maybe it's fear of trying hard and failing anyway. Some emotion has hijacked this man's volition and his choice. The good news here is that according to Aristotle, the remorse that naturally follows will make this person highly trainable. The soft: unlike the previous stage, this person never really chose to quit. He just thought that it was his only option after having been overwhelmed by emotion. He needs endurance training, not so much for his body, but endurance training for his will. Physical exercise, by the way, will help you be a better student. The insensible: Aristotle considered this to be one of the rarest character types. He should be praised for avoiding some of the previous errors, but also blamed for avoiding a fully human life. It seems his values and passions have been unnaturally suppressed, and he should work on finding a way to bring them out in healthy ways. The self-restrained: there is some tension here between stages 3 and 6. Emotions are pulling in one direction, and reason is pulling in the other, and reason is stronger, as it should be, and she chooses wisely. So let her enjoy the rewards earned by her good conduct, but also let her avoid unnecessary temptation. The temperate: the 9 stages here are flowing without conflict. This person has found an environment where he can thrive. He could be a worthy and a true friend. The heroic: all 9 stages are acting here in perfect harmony. She is a help and a guide for others. And if those types seemed a little old-fashioned, how about these? The virtue signaler, the NPC, the self-care enthusiast, the doomer, and the workaholic. What would Aristotle say about them? Well, we can't be sure, but we sure can guess. He'd probably see the virtue signaler as the worst. His values are all wrong, thinking it's better to appear virtuous rather than being virtuous, and using logic misusing logic to try to get clicks instead of trying to do real good. The NPC is almost as bad. Endless swiping is designed to bypass intellectual engagement and avoid action in the real world. The hedonistic rationalizer actively engages the intellect, so that's good, but she does so purely focused on herself and her own desires, rather than using the intellect to pursue virtue in the real world as a real final end. The doomer, the paralyzed fatalist, is concerned about the world, so that's a good thing. The problem here is that he's reached such pessimistic conclusions that now he doesn't think action means anything. It's all futile. The workaholic, on the other hand, does too much. He appears to be in command of his choices, and that's a good thing, but he needs better judgment to set healthy limits and pursue a sustainable, balanced life. And I'm not certain I got all that right, but here's one thing I know about Aristotle. He would not be shy about establishing a ranking, a hierarchy, maybe not this one, but an ordering based on natural function towards a final end, which for us includes people, or not so much AI, but for us people, that final end includes an orientation towards the real, the true, the good, towards beauty, and towards, when it comes to our character, towards stability.